Eyewitness Weather forecast.
And a pleasant Tuesday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a lot of clouds during the overnight hours as well as a spotty shower, and that's going to be the case again during the day tomorrow with rising humidity and warmer temperatures too. Let's take a live look right now at downtown Utica, where we are dealing with a lot of those clouds right now. Current temperature 71 degrees, and that dew point is at 65. That dew point is going to remain elevated over the next couple of days as well. And also we have a southeasterly wind at 6 miles an hour, and that's what's going to make it feel warmer and more humid over the next few days as well. Temperatures are cooler off toward the south and east, warmer up toward the northwest. Right now with Syracuse is at 77, but again here in downtown Utica 71. Old Forge is the cool spot right now at 63. As far as the radar is concerned, we're not seeing much out there right now. Maybe a little bit of mist or drizzle out there. Other than that, a lot of clouds and that spotty chance of a shower as we head through the overnight hours. And again, with a southeasterly breeze, temperatures only dropping into the middle and upper 60s. So you'll definitely want the fan, the AC on during the overnight hours. Tomorrow will be mostly cloudy with that spotty chance of a shower or thunderstorm during the afternoon. I don't expect any of those to become strong to severe, but that changes as we go through Thursday. Again, tomorrow with that southeasterly breeze, we will have temperatures making their way into the upper 70s to the lower and middle 80s, just depending on where you are. Again, it looks like warmest to the northwest yet again. And then during the day tomorrow, we'll also see the muggy meter, the dew point, getting up into the humid category. So that means dew points tomorrow will be a little bit warmer than they were today. 65 to 70, making those mid 80s feel like upper 80s, if not the low 90s out there. And then we also have a cold front heading our way Thursday afternoon. And it looks like the greatest risk for severe storms is going to be to the east of Interstate 81. So that includes most of us here in central New York. The greatest risks being damaging winds, possibly some large hail, heavy rain, and an isolated tornado. Something I'll be keeping an eye on for you as we head through the next 24 to 48 hours. And then the attention shifts after that to temperatures that are going to be well above average for most, if not the entire eastern half of the country over the next 6 to 10 days, maybe even beyond that as well. And as we head into Monday, it looks like we could see the National Weather Service heat risk potential getting up into the major or extreme category, just depending on where you are. And it looks like it's going to be that way for most of next week, with an area of high pressure keeping things in control. As far as the 7-day forecast is concerned, again, we'll have temperatures in the mid 80s both tomorrow and on Thursday, and we'll watch that front heading our way for Thursday afternoon. Friday, it's the first day of summer, and it'll actually be more seasonable for one day, but then the heat and humidity really kick into high gear as we head into the weekend. Saturday looking like the cooler and drier of the 2 weekend days, with a lot of sun, or with some sun I should say, a lot of clouds, and then we'll have a chance of a storm and warmer conditions as we go through Sunday, and then it turns hazy, hot, and humid for both Monday, Tuesday, and possibly into Wednesday as well, with temperatures into the lower and middle 90s.
Well, Jordan, with all of that weather coming our way, at least we don't have to worry with the wildfire smoke as much.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that, and we also have a lot of rain heading our way as well, so that'll definitely help things. We'll definitely want to, have a plan of action for that heat heading our way next week.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Jordan. Coming up next on Eyewitness News at 6, this week we recognize World Elder Abuse Awareness. We'll tell you how Oneida County is working to protect you.
Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
And a pleasant Tuesday evening to you once again. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking well above average temperatures as we head through the next couple of days. So as far as today was concerned, it's the last of the below average days that we'll have, at least for the next 8 to 14 days or so. Today, 72 degrees, the average high for this time of the year right around 78. So we were 6 degrees below that, and the low this morning, that was above average. We should be around 57. Today we were at 61, and we had 2/100ths of an inch of rain since midnight. Tonight we'll have a lot of clouds and some rain out there as well. Right now we're just dealing with a lot of clouds though in downtown Utica. Temperature 71 degrees and dew point is 65, so it's going to feel rather muggy during the overnight hours as well. And also we'll have a southeasterly breeze at around 7 miles an hour. Temperatures for most of us are in the middle and upper 60s, but there are a couple of lower 70s like Syracuse and Watertown at 73, and then in Oneida County both Camden and downtown Utica are at 71 at this time. The radar is mostly dry right now, although we're starting to see a few showers sneaking their way into Chenango County. They'll be in Wutr County before long as well, but that's just it. They're fairly light showers. Other than that, we'll be dealing with a lot of clouds during the overnight hours, and again, some rain, especially toward the southern tier. And then we'll be dealing with mostly cloudy skies with some scattered showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon tomorrow, but I don't expect any of those to become strong to severe. That changes as we go through Thursday with the passage of a cold front. Temperatures during the day tomorrow, in addition to the humidity, they'll be in the middle and upper 70s to the lower and middle 80s. 84 is the expected high here in downtown Utica. So as I mentioned, we'll be dealing with a cold front moving our way Thursday afternoon, and it looks like the best chance for severe weather is going to be east of Interstate 81. So that includes all of us here in the Mohawk Valley in that slight risk category. The main threats being damaging winds, some hail, heavy rain, and an isolated tornado. So it's certainly something I'll be keeping an eye on here for you over the next 24 to 48 hours. And then once we get beyond that, the attention shifts to a ridge of high pressure, a heat dome that will be over us over the next week or so. So we are basically guaranteed 90 to 100% chance of seeing above average temperatures from the Climate Prediction Center. And this is an idea of the heat that we'll be seeing as we go through next Wednesday. So again, that's beyond the 7-day forecast. As far as this Wednesday is concerned, and Thursday, we'll have temperatures in the lower and middle 80s both days. Friday is the last day that we'll see below average temperatures on the 7-day, and it's fitting because it's the first day of summer, but it feels kind of spring-like out there, 76 with a few showers, and then we'll see some sun as we go through Saturday. That's looking like the cooler of the 2 weekend days, but definitely the brighter of the two. It warms up, gets more humid on Sunday, and we could see a few showers and thunderstorms in the mix, and then both Monday and Tuesday next week, hazy, hot, and humid, temperatures in the low 90s, but with that humidity, it could feel like the upper 90s and not close to 100 degrees with that heat index.
Definitely going to be a good week to stay indoors, at least if your AC is working, unlike mine.
If your AC is working, and also if you do have to be outside, make sure to stay hydrated and make sure to watch out for your pets too.
Absolutely. Griswold is definitely going to be staying hydrated and inside this week. Professional playoffs continue.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a pleasant Tuesday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking scattered shower and thunderstorm chances over the next few afternoons before our attention shifts to some major heat heading our way as we head into next week. Not so much today. Today was actually below average, 72. The average high for this time of year, 78. And that low temperature, that was 4 degrees above average. And also the record high from this date was set 1 year ago, 94 degrees, set back in 2024. And we could see temperatures rivaling that as we head into next week. We also had 207 inch of precipitation. So in other words, not a lot of rain. We do have a lot of clouds though right now in downtown Utica, where it is still 70 degrees, and it's not going to drop much further than that with the dew point of 65, winds out of the east-southeast at 6 miles an hour. So it feels rather humid out there. Most of us are in the 60s right now. Camden actually just dropped from 71 back to 70. It's the same in downtown Utica. Syracuse and Watertown up toward our north and west are still at 72 at this time. But again, most of us middle and upper 60s. And we've got some light showers making their way into Chenango, portions of Otsego County. That'll be the case over the next few hours as well. Other than that, we'll be seeing a lot of clouds and those spotty showers toward the south. Some of those could be moderate at times. There could be a little bit of mist or drizzle here in the Mohawk Valley as well before we see those scattered thunderstorms develop in the heating of the day tomorrow afternoon. And they could be on the heavier side, but nothing severe, just some heavy rain and some thunder and lightning, the main impacts from that. That changes though as we head into Thursday. Tomorrow afternoon, temperatures are in the upper 70s toward the south and east, lower and middle 80s to the northwest, 84 here in downtown Utica, the expected high. And then there's that thunderstorm threat I mentioned for Thursday. For most of central New York, it's a slight risk from the Storm Prediction Center. That's a level 2 out of 5 in that yellow color closer to the Interstate 81 corridor. Meanwhile, it is a marginal risk, and the greatest threats being damaging winds, hail, heavy rain, as well as an isolated tornado, and that would be on Thursday afternoon. And then once we get past that, the attention shifts to the well above average temperatures that we'll have over the eastern half of the country. And you'll notice we're in this dark red color. That's as dark as it goes. Basically meaning over the next 6 to 10 days, we'll have 90 to 100% chance of seeing above average temperatures from the Climate Prediction Center. And then this is a look at the temperatures we could be seeing next Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. Seeing temperatures in the 90s, feeling close to 100 with the humidity. Not so much tomorrow. It'll it'll be humid both tomorrow and on Thursday. Temperatures in the 80s, feeling closer to the 90s. Friday is the first day of summer, but feeling a little bit spring-like with temperatures in the 70s. And then we'll be back into the 80s and 90s over the weekend and next week with clouds and sun, and then a few storms as we go through Sunday.
Yeah, Friday's going to be that one day of the week where you want to try and get outside before you have to stay indoors again.
Yeah, get outside as much as you can on Friday, dodge those showers, and because it'll be the last day to be bearable outside.
And of course, don't forget to drink plenty of water.
Absolutely.
Coming up next on Eyewitness News at 11, this